So I finally enrolled for the day skipper theory course, and these are the charts, the almanacs, some notes and some course information, together with my electronic, no, it's not electronic, but with my chart plotter. Got myself this particular pencil is a 2B, so easy to erase with your eraser, and dividers, so you can actually measure off distances and locations. The almanac itself contains information about various ports, so all the ports that you will be visiting, what are the hazards, what facilities are available, particular warnings in terms of arriving at night or in terms of not arriving when the seas are in a particular state. You got to learn all of the different symbols, and then you have, for various times of before high water and after high water on certain days, you have both the speed of the tide and the drift. So this particular tide here, a neap tide would be 1 knot, that's the speed. A spring tide would be 1.8 knots, and the direction of that tide would be a southeasterly tide. So there are your various, and then you have the tide tables, so they're here for different ports, months and days of that month for a specific year, and then you've got the curve. These are called the tidal curves, and what you have to do is, using this template, you input the different times of high water and so forth, and then you calculate low water to high water, and you can figure out what height the water will be at any given hour for any given day. You have to calculate that so you don't end up running aground. So that's your almanac. As I say, shore-based note, that's just to give you some information about how to tie knots and various nautical terms and so on and so forth. This also covers powerboat. So this, I'm not going to go through how to use it, but it's very easy to use once you're told how to use it. And this is excellent. And with this, you don't need parallel rules. You can actually use this instead of. And as I say, it's great. You need this to determine course to steer after you've calculated your tidal vectors, your leeways, the actual course over ground, and the, as I say, course to steer. And here are the exercises and course information. But in the Nav at Home course, which I have enrolled for, that particular platform, I should say, it's all online. So we'll have a look at that at the moment. So this is one of the charts. This is training chart 4. They're fictitious. They've been probably taken from real charts. Names have been changed and so forth. And there's training chart 3. So you've got to figure out how to get from one place to another. You can see some of my workings here already. How to get from one place to another, what pitfalls to watch out for, how long it will take you to get there, what is the course to steer, and yeah, so I've been doing this, and it's been actually, it's good fun. It's I enjoy it. And this is 46 degrees here north, where it says Northern Territory, and this is 5 to 10, right? So what we've got is 46 degrees here, 46 degrees and 5 minutes. So each of these are a minute. So 46 degrees and 1 minute north, 2 minutes north, 3 minutes north. Each minute is a nautical mile, so if you needed to do an adjustment, you just also take a measurement for a distance, you take that, and you know that from, let's say, we're at Farlow Bay at that particular landmark there, which is an entrance into the bay, from there, that mark there, to that contour line there is 1 mile, 1 nautical mile. Problem solving, it's very, very good. I had to begin, you'll see my notes here, I had to begin making notes on the scale here to remind me that this is 5 miles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I had to remind myself that's 0.2 of a mile, so each digit here. Right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 1. So this is the electronic plotter that comes with the course material. This is very clever, very, very clever. You can't use it in the exam, but the idea is to get a feel for how to use electronic plotters when you're on a yacht. Electronic plotters are becoming more and more ubiquitous now, and it seems to me after my brief research that paper charts are becoming less and less popular. Although it's a requirement, the paper chart should be on a yacht, and the electronic charts are supposed to be a backup or an aid to navigation. I'm now under the impression that they seem to be poor. So I don't know whether yachts are now continuing to use charts, paper charts that is. But you know, there's so many different ways. A new line, what line, a bearing line. So from here to, let's say, here, I can see that it's 4.54 miles, nautical miles. The bearing I would have to take is 286 degrees true, and the coordinates for that particular marker is 46 degrees, 20 minutes, 51 seconds north, 5 degrees, 55 minutes and 3 seconds west. It really is very, very good. What else?